yeah. So, God, how long is what Pursuit Channel's wanted us back? We've wanted to come back.
Yeah, every
You
year
know,
you go to SHOT Show. I get to go to SHOT Show on occasion, and it's always the same. Hey, when y'all,
right?
I mean, I don't work the social media as much as I used to on our killing and grilling, but when I do, it's like, hey, where y'all at? When y'all coming back? And
Well, we're back.
I mean, I put a post on there saying, hey, check us out. We're doing this new, and instantly people are like, great, we missed y'all.
Right.
So yeah, it's amazing. It's been very organic. We've talked about it for years, and life has always just kind of blocked us. If anything.
Ironically, we met Bryan, I think, through Killing and Grilling.
Yeah.
This was back in 2010,
Yeah.
2011, something like
Yeah,
that.
we met Promo then.
That's where I met
like
him first.
11 or something. I think we met through AD, or we
AD
met
Roundtree,
AD
absolutely.
through So we met through AD. So all right, so I'll give some history, just for the few people in the world that didn't watch Killing and Grilling. KNG Chronicles, because I'm sure it's only a few of you.
People,
it was our little show that wow. I mean, did this little hunting show, and gosh, how did it start? Okay, I picked up Pete in Hollywood. So I had a friend named Pete. We called Dog because we did security back in the day with him, which we won't talk too much about all that because it's pretty wild. But anyway,
And the statute of limitations.
Yeah, exactly.
It might be over by now.
To protect
but
the innocent and the guilty.
Sure.
So, but no, so I went to LA to get my Bronco. It was out there, and because I was living in Shreveport with number 2, and we were number 2X. So ex-wife, great chick. So anyway, didn't work out, but great chick. So anyway, we were living. She was a makeup artist. We were living there, and we came out because the writer's strike was killing us in L.A. And I kept getting flown out to Shreveport to do like Harold and Kumar, Guantanamo Bay, all that stuff was filmed in Shreveport. So we're out here, and Pete was freaking living under a bridge or something crazy, like starving to death.
I love Pete. He was like the most, rich one day, under a bridge the next,
man.
And just
happy the whole time.
All the time.
So I'm like, dude, why are you out there starving to death? This is crazy. We're Hollywood South. Like, it's like being in Hollywood in the 40s. Like, with Shreveport it was amazing. That we knew the film commissioner and the heads of studios and all this. I'm like, you got to come out here, man. You've produced movies that are actually in Blockbuster, because there was a Blockbuster back then.
Yeah, back
so I went and grabbed. I said, look, I got to come out and grab my Bronco. So I guess I flew out, get my Bronco. I said, look, we'll load your stuff up and the Bronco, and you come stay with me over in, you can stay at the East Texas, our place here. You can stay here in our house here, because we had an apartment in Shreveport. So we're driving there, and I think we were talking to Mike McCaney, he and I on the speakerphone, and he says, "What are you going to be doing here?"
No, you had a pitch meeting on your way out.
No. What for? For what? For
you were pitching a slate, I think, to like Fremantle or somebody.
Oh yeah, maybe so. I had a pitch out there in LA or something. But so anyway, we're driving back. We're in New Mexico. And I remember we were talking to somebody on the phone. I think it was our boy Mike McCaney, but it could have been Binky or whoever, somebody. And I was telling him, we're gonna pick up my boy, and we're gonna film something, we're gonna produce something. And he was like, "What are you gonna produce?" I'm like, "I don't know, we're gonna produce a horror movie or something low budget, or maybe a hunting and cooking show or something." And he was like, it was Mike McCaney. He says, "Dude, I've never seen a hunting and cooking show." I'm like, "I know. That's why I'm thinking about doing a hunting and cooking show. We've been talking, man. My brother's been talking about it. Nobody cooks the meat, the game." So and he said, "What would you call it?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. Redneck Cooking with Randall, or Killing and Grilling." "Dude, call it Killing and Grilling. That's awesome." It literally happened. So that by the time that was in New Mexico or something, in the desert, I remember that. We get here, I drop him off at the compound, and said, "All right, man, I'll see you in a couple days. I think you were living here, working, doing something in the oil field or something." And Mom's cooking, and everybody's here.
Me, you, and Peter in the pool.
Right, exactly.
Chilling, talking about it.
Exactly. So we had the saloon that we had built on the back of the barn back then, and Pete comes. I swear, it was like he slept for 3 days or something. We thought. So he finally comes out, and I'm like, dude, you come out of hibernation? He goes, yeah. He says, man, look, I've been thinking about it, and I've made some phone calls, and we got a pitch meeting in Mississippi. I think we should be on Pursuit Channel. I don't like Sportsman or Outdoor as much. I mean, they're cool, but I'm like, what are you talking about? He says, what do you mean a pitch meeting? He's like, killing and grilling. I'm like, that was a joke, bro. He goes, oh man, they took us seriously. They love it. We're going to Mississippi next Thursday. I'm like, no, dude, we're not going to pitch a show that doesn't exist we need a sizzle or something. He goes, no, we don't need a sizzle. I'm like, dude, I'm not pitching something without a sizzle. So let's make a sizzle, postpone it a week. And we literally made a sizzle in a week, wrote a song, Killing and Grilling. Kelly and Mom was playing harmonica in it, and Mike McCaney was singing, and they ended up being that sizzle was like 3.5 minutes. Ended up being condensed down to
our opening,
like a 1.5 minute opening for Killing and Grilling, and that's what Killing and Grilling. And bam, we were in the
borrowed a high 8 camera, shooting on film. It was craziness.
No, I think we were it was Digital Revolution by then. We were probably shooting on some like Panasonic something or other back then, or a XL. One of them was an XL1 or whatever that one Canon XL1 kind of looked like a something like that, I think that was one of them, but that was probably somebody's. It wasn't our camera. We didn't, And man, it was wild, dude. Next thing you know, we're doing Killing and Grilling. We're dumb enough. We go down there, and the guys at Moose Media or whoever was with Pursuit back then is like, we're like, all right, what do we do? It's like, how many episodes do you need? Oh, you can do 13, but if you really want to do it, you do 26 episodes a year. Like, all right, cool. We want to do it. So we just bid off 26.
Like, I don't think you want to do an hour.
You want to do an hour?
No, we want to do an hour.
Yeah,
okay,
that's right.
We'll do an hour.
That's right.
Of course, yeah.
We ended up doing a half hour, but we did do 26, and I think we did 22 that season.
And all those could have been an hour.
That was horrible. But that was so hard But by the way, there's 52 weeks in a year. Yeah. So when you do 26 episodes a year, something has to die every 2 weeks.
Plus, there's only 3 months of hunting season.
Yeah,
4 months
it's crazy.
Hunting season,
it's crazy. All right, well, let's take a little break real quick. Maybe pay some bills. Promo, you got some sponsorship sold or something for us, or something that we can. Oh, the commercial? Is there a commercial? We can run a commercial.
We got to run the commercial.
All right,
run the
commercial. We'll be right back. You got 2 claps.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
We're back from commercials.
We're back from commercials.
So we just talked about Killing and Grilling.
Right.
How it all started.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess from there we
kept killing and grilling.
we did that.
We just did it KNG. We changed it to KNG Chronicles.
Yeah. We had all that sponsorship issue with the whole killing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You remember why?
Why would you change such an awesome name?
That's what everybody said. They're like, "Why would you change the name? We love the name."
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not an advertising executive that went to Berkeley.
Right.
That worked for
Oh.
GM or Ford or whatever. Because
Did he wear Birkenstocks?
It was a
or-
dirt. No, we don't know. We just got emails back from
Yeah,
them going, we will never, ever, 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 3 evers in a row, sponsor anything with the word "kill" in the title.
Yeah. From a very highly known car manufacturer.
Right. So here's the thing. So we
That's
when that
crazy.
happened, but that happened early on. Like we sent it like the first episode out or something. And
Oh yeah,
so,
we were young and dumb. We're like, yeah, we're gonna go in there. We're gonna land
yeah.
some. We're gonna land one of the big threes.
Yeah,
you know, and,
totally.
Yeah, we
And-
ain't gonna do this little show. We're gonna have $1 million budget. And all
Oh, it was
this.
crazy.
Yeah, nah.
So we went to by the time we went to SHOT Show, which was like I think late January, early February back then, we had episodes. People were recognizing us. It was pretty quick. Like we made a big splash, but we were just
Some of them did recognize us, thinking we were Duck Dynasty. I don't know why.
I don't know about
I don't know
you,
why,
but so we were exactly.
But the second
beard.
year, every time somebody came up and recognized us,
Oh yeah, it was
we
straight up.
thought they
It was
recognized
straight
us for
up.
Duck Dynasty because
Yeah.
it was even bigger
was
then.
straight
And they're
up.
like, "No, man, we loved it when y'all
Yeah.
went and hogged on it there."
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah,
It was
awesome.
awesome. But anyway, by then we had already started branding it. Like we knew right in, get your KNG gear, join the KNG posse. I mean, because we were like, we're gonna have to change this name. We're gonna have to ditch it. And so yeah, that was an interesting year though, KNG Chronicles, because we met Rock, who ended up being a partner.
Bordelon,
I guess we met him through Dustin and Mal at S3.
S3 Power Sports. We went out. We
Was
we
that
went to
Oklahoma or something?
no, we went to the mud park.
Yeah, no, but didn't we meet him? We first met him we're in the
in
sand
Shreveport.
dunes. Was it Oklahoma?
Oh yeah. We went to Winoka, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They have sand dunes
Yeah,
in
dude.
Oh,
Oklahoma?
dude, they have one of the baddest sand
was
dunes
awesome.
in,
I did
in
not know that.
Oklahoma. Yeah.
So
So S3, they were the 900 XP was out, and that was the big thing, and they put a turbo on it.
right. That's
And
right.
so yeah, we met them, and my first side-by-side experience was at night in the desert with Dustin Jones. If anybody knows Dustin Jones from S3 Power Sports, he full throttles everything. So I hopped in with a camera. It's dark because we got there. It was dark, and they'd been riding all day. And I mean, we're hitting bowls in this thing, and he's got me to the outside. So he's a little skinny fella, and I'm not.
Right.
I just
Oh
think
yeah,
we're
you
gonna-
lean.
I-
Your
I'm like,
buggy's the
I'm
one
just-
that's
I'm
leaning
just
to the side.
I'm just waiting to roll it, which
Right.
we do have on film. Me and Dustin
That's
rolling
right,
a
y'all
couple
did
of-
roll it. I
yeah,
forgot
yeah,
about that.
Yeah, man, it was a great people,
Dude.
great experience. We met Rock
We met
there.
Rock there, and
And-
he invited us to the mud park.
Yeah,
So River Run Mud Park.
Jacksonville.
We went to
Awesome
Yeah, we went over
mud
there,
park.
and he was like, "Man, come over. I'll drive you around." So we're in a Hummer driving around. It's you know what? Screw it. We'll tell the story. So we're driving around. He's showing us this mud park, and I'm like, "Dude, what made you decide to go from hospitals to mud parks?" Because
I
the
think
hospitals and stuff.
10 or 12
So
hospitals.
he was like, "Man, I always wanted a mud park. I always wanted a high fence ranch." He's
Dare
like,
to dream.
when we leave this mud park, I'm gonna drive you across the street and I'm gonna show you my high fence ranch. I'm like, no way. He goes, yeah, but y'all are living my third dream. Y'all got a hunting show. I always wanted a hunting show. I said, well, hell, man, for X amount of dollars, you can have a piece of a hunting show right now. And he slams on the brakes, jumps out of the driver's seat, comes around, opens my door. I'm thinking we're fixing to throw down. Like, I don't know what the hell's happening. And I'm like, he said, shake on it. I'm like, what? I step out and he says, shake on it. You said for this amount of money, I can have a percentage of it. I'm like, yeah. He says, shake on it right now. And I'm okay. He said, look at the hair on my arms, man. The hair on my arms is standing up. I'm like, all right. He said, it always happens when I make a good deal. I'm like, okay. And he says, come by the office Monday. We'll make this a deal. I'm like, okay. It was, dude. KNG started almost like Killing and Grilling with a joke. I'm like, I don't know, we're maybe do a hunting and cooking show named Killing and Grilling, and then like, well, X amount of dollars, you can have 20% of this one, and then bam, and next thing you know, we got our partner,
and it was
nuts.
A great combination. I mean, we went from doing everything from here at the compound to this.
We had an office in downtown
Shreveport. Rocky. He's just.
He don't jack around.
Yeah,
it was like
he personifies rich redneck.
Yeah. Well, remember we wanted to do that show, but let's not mention the show because we might still do that show, and I don't want somebody. But we want to do a show about that kind of a redneck, rich rednecks.
Yeah, because I mean, we flew on private jets for
go
2
pick up Aaron
years.
Lewis.
Yeah, I mean,
we flew out.
It was amazing, amazing experience.
We flew out to one of the many adventures we had. We jumped on. I think we're on Mr. Mal's jet at that point on that one, because Mr. Mal with S3 Power Sports, he's not a presumptuous guy like, oh, I need a jet. It's literally like he needed a jet because his company is like, he's like, I think we're losing money, sweetie. I need to get things get there quicker and all that stuff. So he got a jet, or maybe several jets. I'm like, anyway, I don't want to go telling off on his stuff, but he's an awesome dude. And so we're flying to Palm Springs to pick up Aaron Lewis. We'd introduced introduced Aaron Lewis into the mix through our Super Trooper cuz, Justin Chambers. And
hey, hold on, not everyone knows who Aaron Lewis is.
Oh, Aaron Lewis. Everybody knew.
Aaron Lewis.
All right, so Aaron Lewis was lead singer
for Stained.
And then, but he's also a country singer now. So he's this tattooed up country singer. He's got what's like no, "Don't Tread on Me" tattooed on his neck or something. He's what a wild dude that guy is. So anyway, he was our buddy. Introduced him into the mix. So we're taking him turkey hunting in Nebraska or something. We fly out to Stagecoach.
Right.
And we
Palm Springs.
We drop in there, literally dropped in, because if you fly into Palm Springs,
this is my first private jet experience.
Yeah.
And I didn't know we had Maverick and Goose as our pilot.
Right. Totally.
Because apparently there's a lot of traffic going in and out of Palm Springs.
Well, during Stagecoach, which is Coachella.
Yeah. So he's like, okay, we're going to have to slide in between a couple of planes real quick. So this is going to be a kind of quick, landing. And, I mean, he went from
it was.
Dude.
He banked left
and
at
dropped
30,000 feet and dropped to landing in like 2.3 seconds.
It was insane. Rick's like, I mean, all of us were, but Rick, I was laughing really hard because I was like, if we die now, it's worth it to see my brother this petrified. Because I mean, awesome.
But I was like grinning, like
it was not a grin, that was grit.
It was
gritting the teeth.
It was awesome.
So we did that.
Poor Timmy.
Dude, it was incredible. I mean, that was just, man, we'll have to talk about Stagecoach sometime because that was just a great experience.
Show.
But so we picked up Aaron Lewis, went up and went turkey hunting, and then
Nebraska.
flew down to Nebraska, flew down to like San Antonio to catch a Stain show with Godsmack.
It was Aaron doing his first set really to the public for his country album.
Right.
And then, so he was doing that,
Godsmack.
and then 2 days
later,
he had 2 days off, and then was playing with Stain.
Yeah.
So it was like, wow, we get to go. We met Roy Clark.
That's right. We were at his genesis of his career as a country singer.
He told me the story of Country Boy before that song was even out.
That's right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So anyway, we did that, killing KNG Chronicles for a year, and then we actually ended up selling Rock bought us out because we had a Redneck Entourage that we were shopping a film. Everybody kept flying Rick and I out to LA to pitch shows and things. They wanted the next Duck Dynasty, and they thought Rick and I was going to be the next Duck Dynasty, and we thought we were going to be the next Duck Dynasty. And we had a show, dude. You got to look. We got to show it to you sometime. Sharp Entertainment out of New York was producing it, and Mike Judge, our buddy Mike Judge, was executive producer. And everybody, we just knew this was going to be the thing. And if that happened, as soon as we got picked up, it was being shopped, and as soon as it got picked up to A&E or whoever, we weren't going to be able to be on our own show, KNG Chronicles. So Rock buys us out. And because we fully anticipated with Mike Judge producing this with Sharp Entertainment, of course we're getting picked up. Wrong. But anyway, so everybody looked at it and nobody bought it. We've been told, it's just about Hollywood. They don't like Hollywood.
That's
Hollywood
the way it
doesn't like
goes.
Hollywood.
But at the same time, God being the ultimate planner that He is, that's what set us in motion to get to this point.
Oh yeah, but then went out there, did Deadpool 1 and 2 and Pure Flicks, all that kind of stuff. So now because all of that was going back out there because of all of this Redneck Entourage, and now we're back here in the living room we grew up in, doing Saved Savage podcast, and as we're putting together Save Savage Outdoors.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, how amazing!
So
is
much.
this?
It's like the intro to Killing and Grilling again.
Yeah.
This much later.
Yeah,
it's right back to leaving there to come here, back to what's for real.
Yeah, exactly.
It's.
But that's not to say that you're not, going to still be doing movies. I mean, you have things now that are in post production.
Yeah,
things that have just been released.
And we're waiting on absolutely. We're
and pre-production.
Yeah, we're about to do another thing for Pure Flicks. We've got